Hey, this is Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And you're listening to the It's Funny, That Makes It Okay podcast. And we hope you enjoy the show. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well.
Doing well.
Doing
We
well.
are back again.
We're rounding out March here, getting close to the end. It's hard to believe.
Yep.
Last month.
Getting some nice spring weather
Beautiful
for a change.
weather.
And
Nice. Everybody
Yep.
doing well?
doing well.
Yeah, taking advantage of that weather.
Yeah, Mike's been lifting some rocks.
Yeah, landscaping. And
Well, that sounds like fun.
yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. A lot of
Yeah.
work, but it's worth it.
That's good.
I've just had the joy of helping my daughter and her husband move this last week or so. That's
always fun.
Moving
Yeah.
is always a blast.
Oh, it's a good time. Good time had by all.
Yeah. So otherwise, nope, doing well.
All
Doing well.
right. Well, I think we'll jump right in here. I got a quick little thing. I think Greg's got a quick little thing, but we're gonna do some more classifieds, Facebook classifieds. Those are always a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are.
And then we got some stupid criminals, and we have a little update about California's opening up a little bit, but some of the rules and regulations that are going along with that. And we've got a story about a woman who found true love. So we're going to get with that. And then if you're not able to find true love, if you're single, divorced, whatever, or maybe, your husband or wife is just cold. So you need, we may have a solution for that as well.
Yes. We're very
So,
helpful in that area.
I think we'll just jump right in.
Okay.
First, the only thing I've got real quick is my wife. She called to get an oil change a couple weeks ago, and it's funny the answers you get because she called and she talked to him. She goes, "Hey, how long do I need to allow for an oil change? Because I'd like to do it during my lunch period." And they said, "Well, we do the oil changes. We allow 1 hour for the oil changes." She says, "Okay,
Yeah.
fine." She goes, "What's the
about right.
latest that I can make it? Because, I work, so I need to I don't have an hour to just come up there and sit." So she goes, they said, "Well, we can start at," I think they said at 7. And they said, "Our last appointment is at 4:30, but you would have to be here by 5 because the guys quit at 5. So the last appointment only takes 30 minutes. They don't do quite as good of a job on that one. We don't do the 18-point check on that last oil change.
Well, and I know from personal experience, you don't want to be there getting late before they close. Because one time I had an oil change towards the end of the day, and that was the excuse they gave me as to why my oil change was not done properly.
That's
They were trying to hurry.
That's
I
exactly
think so.
what I told
Yeah.
my wife. I said, Mike, he's already told us his tale of woe, so
Yes.
we won't do that last oil change.
No. Never opt for the last oil change slot.
So
Never
that
turns
was
out
mine.
right.
It's just always funny. It's like they take an hour, except for the very last one, which is really as quick as we can get it done and get out of here.
We take ours to the dealership to get it changed.
That's where we went.
And it
That's
seems
what
like
this
it takes
dealership-
we have to make an appointment,
Yep.
like in their calendar, and it's always at least a week out before I can get an appointment. It's not like, make the appointment, bring it in tomorrow, we'll get her done. Nope.
Yeah, this was not a quick lube. This was a dealership, and they told
Yeah.
us that. So it's not just the quick lubes that want the end of the day to get out of there. So that was it. That's all I had.
Okay. Well, I have a little something too. I'm going to go back to the fast food industry. It's not, I'm going to mention McDonald's, even though it's not even really specifically them, because this particular instance came up at McDonald's.
You can't pass up a griping opportunity towards our favorite punching bag.
No, we can't. I'm a little upset that they haven't opened yet. Their restaurants yet for indoor.
I don't think any fast food
Yeah,
restaurants.
I'm ready.
The McDonald's in the town I live in, you can go inside and order now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't eat.
I want to go sit there.
I don't know if the one here in town you can go inside and just pick up. I don't think they'll let you order.
Yeah,
anything.
I don't know. They want you to use
No.
curbside, drive-through, carrier pigeon, whatever. I don't. But my gripe is, you've probably been through drive-throughs and even different restaurants now, and you'll spend, let's say you spend $9.38. They'll all ask, do you want to put your change into our, donation for the betterment of the employees, or for Ronald McDonald House at McDonald's, or all these different things. Have you encountered that?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to round it up?
Yeah, I think we've even talked about that in an episode about some of them wanting to do that. So
Well, Taco Bell.
Yeah, about the employee fund or whatever, the human fund. I don't know what it's called. But, well, McDonald's now has just even foregone that just a little bit. I ordered the other day and it came to whatever, and it was like 70 cents change. And they said, do you want to round that up? They didn't say for McDonald house. It's just anymore. It's just to give. You want to round that up? What, am I making a donation to McDonald's? Am I, they're hurting, or, it's like they're not even trying anymore. It's
I'm
just
gonna start asking them, do you want to round that down for me for my fund?
Yeah.
If you want, I know it's $9.37. We'll round it down to $9.
Yeah. I mean, why not benefit us? They're not even trying anymore. They're just, you want to round that up?
Did they ever try in the first place? Or?
Well, that's.
When did they stop trying? I guess.
So anyways, that's my gripe, is that they're not even asking for Ronald McDonald House anymore. It's like, do you want to round it up? No. Yeah, I need to give you extra money.
I tell you what, let's work on you getting my order correct, and then I'll think about donating to something you do. Because I've seen how you make something as cheap as a 90-cent hamburger. I can't imagine what you're doing with millions of dollars for a charitable organization. I'm sure that's completely screwed up.
So yeah, that's my thing with the McDonald's this week, and just fast food in general. Everybody's jumped on that bandwagon now where, you want to round that up? How about you open an account in my name, and when I round it up, you put the money in there, and I come back, you can, credit my account that much, my purchase.
I can't see anything going wrong with that.
No, I can't.
No, I can't either.
So anyways, that's my gripe. Mike, you got anything?
No.
No gripes? No. Okay. So what are we doing? We moving on?
I think so.
All right. Well, I think we did this a few weeks ago, and it was kind of fun. We're going to look at a few Facebook classified ads.
These are always a good time.
So these are jobs that are listed on Facebook, and what we're here to do is to help people. HR people who are posting these jobs, verbiage inside of the actual job posting. Read these through before you post them. Otherwise they're going to make it to our classified section, which is what we're going to do now.
You don't want that. So
this first one is for an intrusional coach.
A what?
An intrusional coach?
It's INSTRUSTIONAL.
So it's supposed to be instructional.
Instructional coach.
Okay.
And you know who's putting that out?
The school district. Tell me the school district.
The Bloomington School District is putting out for an instructional coach.
I'm going to call up there. Yeah, I'm applying for the instructional position.
Yeah, see what they say to you.
Does this one have a certain, is this one looking for 3-year-olds, like a 3-year-old teacher? Or that's a separate position,
It may as well
right?
be. For this one, I believe it was for a junior high.
Oh, okay. So a little advanced for the 3-year-old teachers.
Yeah, and even when you say apply on the website, you go to the website and all it said, and they spelled it right there, even though it's funny because in the search bar for the page for the website, it's got instructional coach. So yeah, they're looking for an all-school instruction coach. That's it. It doesn't give any more detail than that. Coach for what? I don't know.
Tax
an
dollars
instructional coach.
Well spent there.
So that's the first one. So not a whole lot on that one. This next one.
They have a thing called spell check. They could just hit the spell check button. If you don't want to actually read what you're typing in before you hit post, spell check, right? You can hit spell check.
Apparently, they just wrote so much in that job posting, other than just the title and the one sentence that says we are seeking. Mm-hmm. They had so much to spell check, they just couldn't do it.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, it's too much to spell check.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the instructional coach. Maybe he needs instruction. I don't know. All right. So the next one, I just like the name on it because it sounds like a TV show. Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker. Sounds like a serial killer. What am I applying for? Our last serial killer was caught and put to death. We need a new one. Do I get to keep the Night Stalker name, or can I come up with my own moniker?
No, you got to keep the name. Yeah, the general function for this person is to unload products, open containers, stock shelves, rotate products when necessary. When necessary, being
night
key there.
stalker, not stalker.
No, stalker. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
The daytime stalker position is filled.
Yes. So you're supposed to, in this job, you're supposed to, one of the things you do is assist customers by, in parentheses, examples included.
Ooh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Escorting them to the products they are looking for. So you have to escort them. So you're an escort person.
Well,
Tux,
hello. I'm your escort.
Secure.
Let me show you where those pickles are.
Ma'am. Talk like James
May
Bond.
I compliment you on your selection of melons?
I don't think the Night Stalker is supposed to be complimenting anybody on melons.
No. I worked at a grocery store for 3 years, and let me tell you, none of that was going on at the grocery store.
Did you have to secure products that are out of reach?
How would I secure them if they're out of reach?
That's what it says. Loading or unloading heavy items. Not light ones, just heavy. So you're the guy.
Who does the light one? It's the manager. He does the light ones.
And they're like this one. Perform other tasks in every way possible to enhance the shopping experience.
Every way? I don't know if I know every way possible.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about the every way possible part.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So yeah, other than that, it's pretty standard.
I feel comfortable with some of these ways to make the customer feel good about their experience.
But one thing I always enjoy in these type of classifieds are the physical requirements. Those are always good. This one, you must be able to physically perform very heavy work. And remember, this is for a Night Stalker.
And this is a grocery store?
Yeah, I guess so. It didn't. It probably says up top. I'm sure it is. So you have to be able to physically perform very heavy work, exerting in excess of 100 pounds of force occasionally.
I got to calculate how much force I need. I just have how much something. Tell me what it weighs.
Well, yeah, it doesn't tell me you got to lift 100 pounds. No, you got to exert 100 pounds of force.
If I got to start figuring out how much force I'm using, I'm not going to hopefully be working at a grocery store, stocking shelves.
And if you go in for an interview, how many foot-pounds of torque can you, well, I don't know.
All right, Doug, we need you to unload the pallet and stock the shelves. I got to get out my slide rule and my science calculator. Let's see here.
In excess of 50 pounds of force frequently. The 100 was only occasionally.
Okay.
And then 20
so if
pounds.
It's over 100. I'm sorry. I was told 100 pounds of force.
Oh no,
or
it
less.
says in excess of 100.
Oh, shoot! They got me on the technical.
Yeah. And then an excess of 20 pounds of force constantly to move objects. So this is back to the old fabric store we talked about a couple weeks ago. Constantly, you got to be moving 20 pounds. You have a visual requirements.
Well, the fabric store was only 2 pounds. Dude, this is 20 pounds.
20 is the least.
They're looking for some buff people.
Yeah.
You got to be in good shape.
You got to start in the fabric store, work your way up.
Yeah. Well, you're not moving individual cans of pork and beans and stuff here. You got to move the whole case, know. So, your visual requirements include vision from less than 20 inches to more than 20 feet without correction, depth perception, color vision, and field of vision.
Without correction? I can't wear glasses. Sorry.
I can't see more than 20 feet. See, and I'm nearsighted. That would be a problem for me.
Well, since I can see more than 20 feet with my glasses, but are they saying, no, you got to have 20 vision?
You can't even have contacts. No,
it's not like I'm flying a fighter jet or something here.
You have to have top-notch vision.
Yeah, this person's going to be pretty specific because the last thing I'll go with the stalker position is the working conditions. This position is exposed to dirt, noise, equipment movement hazard, and chemicals/solvents daily. This position is also occasionally exposed to temperature extremes and the potential for electrical shock.
Am I working around exposed wires?
I thought I was just a Night Stalker.
You got to run some high power lines here.
Oh my gosh. So that's the Night Stalker position in case you want to, run out and apply for that one. This next one is a wildlife service technician.
Well, the wildlife's broken down. Got to go out and fix it.
Well, it says, The position summary for this one is the wildlife service technician interacts with their district manager and teammates to respond to requests for services for both commercial and residential properties. It's got, let's see, your services include, but are not limited to, trapping and removal, exclusion and preventative services.
Is there any intrusion in here?
No, there's no intrusion.
Okay.
So you don't need a coach for this.
Okay, good.
You know, wildlife damage repair. What do you, like an animal's hurt, you gotta fix them?
Yeah.
The deer blew a tire. You gotta, yeah.
Broken antler, you gotta go out and, spackle a little.
So let's see here. So what are you will thrive in this role if you are self-motivated, driven, and enjoy working outdoors.
Okay.
You do not mind rolling up your sleeves and getting dirty.
Okay.
You are hands-on and have a basic knowledge of power tools. I don't know what you're doing with the power tools with the wildlife, but they don't usually like it. Wildlife doesn't when you got, drills and
We got
things.
an emergency call. They accidentally neutered the wrong dog. What am I supposed to do? Grab your power tools.
Oh, let's see here. There's something in this I thought that various weather conditions.
So basically, you're kind of an exterminator, but they make it sound.
Yeah, they make it sound
wildlife
much more
service
glamorous than
technician.
that. Let's see.
I've got a
here.
raccoon in my attic. Got it. We're done.
Now you're gonna want to have that serviced every few months.
That's right.
Yeah. You're gonna.
I'll
want to
come back
bring
and shoot it again in 2 months just to make sure.
You want to stay on top of your service schedule.
Now I can tell you the extended warranty for the raccoon.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, for a service tech.
Yeah.
So
That includes 2 shootings.
yeah, there was something I can't find what I was looking for in that one, but yeah, just kind of I like the way they phrased it. Wildlife service technician. So get out there, service to wildlife. Now this one is an odd combination, I think, and there's another one above this that must be from the same company, but we'll start with this one. It's laundry/video gaming clerk.
Okay.
Your key attributes are your excellent customer service skills. You're friendly. We won't go through every one of those, but let's see what we've got here. Duties and responsibilities. General upkeep of all machines, light janitorial duties. So you got to be bookkeeping. You got to balance the bills. You've got to wash and fold laundry. Bartend.
Bartend?
Bartending is the next one that's after washing and folding laundry
Okay.
for the laundry video game place.
I would expect the folding and washing the laundry, but I'm not sure where the
Bartending threw me. I'm with you, Mike. Yeah, that was okay. Didn't see that one coming.
And then your supervisory responsibilities. This position has no supervisory responsibilities.
You're on your own with this one. We're not supervising.
Where does the video game aspect come
Well,
into this?
I'm not sure. Let's see. You have to have slip-resistant shoes with closed toe to heel, uniform per store policy. Yeah, where was this one? Was hilarious on one thing. Where was that? So the physical demands of this job here are representative of those that must be met by an associate to successfully perform. So you have to regularly lift or here again, we got the lifting thing, lift or move up to 25 pounds, frequently lift or move up to 50 pounds, and occasionally lift or move up to 100 pounds. Where was that?
And be able to make a mean Boilermaker.
That's right. Oh yeah, here we go. While performing the duties of this job, the associate is regularly required to walk, semicolon. So you gotta walk. Use hands to finger, comma.
This job has sounded worse and worse.
Handle, comma, or feel. Semicolon. reach with hands and arms.
Okay, so that's it. It does not say what I'm fingering, handling, or feeling?
No, it doesn't.
Holy smokes. That night stocking job is looking really good. What kind of a place is this?
I don't know.
We do laundry, we play video games,
and you
we got a
bartend.
bar, and you're going to have to finger, poke, and feel stuff.
We're not sure what.
What is going on?
But then you also have to reach with hands and arms, semicolon. Talk
For tall or short customers.
Talk or hear.
Or hear. Not both.
Semicolon.
So I either talk or hear. Good.
And taste or smell.
So I can talk and smell or hear and taste.
Right.
Or taste and smell. Or hear and smell. I don't even now I'm all confused.
Well, so the associate is occasionally required to sit, semicolon, climb or balance, semicolon, and stoop, comma, kneel, comma, crouch, comma, or crawl.
What are you?
You're trying to get away from the poking and the feeling and the cupping or whatever they said. What was it? Poke and finger and feel. You'll be crawling by the end of the night.
Well, I'm glad they specified. I'm glad they specified on the poking and stuff. Use hands to do that. Because they said use hands to finger, comma, handle, comma, or feel.
Only makes it slightly
The
less
whole
weird.
hand?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to use? I mean, that could be uncomfortable. I don't know. It depends on what you're doing.
And here's specific vision abilities required by this job include.
I better be getting paid like $150 an hour.
Include close vision, comma, distance vision, comma, color vision, comma, peripheral vision, comma, depth perception, comma, and the ability to adjust focus.
So you must be able to see.
You know,
We would like you to see like a normal person.
I can do all of those except adjust focus. I can't focus.
At least it wasn't an and/or situation.
Can you use correction with this one?
Use what?
Correction? Is
I don't
correction-
know.
Well, it sounds
It
like
doesn't
you're going to
say.
want to wear goggles, so maybe you just get the prescription goggles.
There we go.
You need eye protection for sure. I don't know what is happening. Getting poked and splattered. Who knows what's coming at you? Well, before you go home, you're going to have to use the laundry for clean your clothes up.
Oh my
I
god!
still, what is this for? Like, where?
Laundry, video gaming.
None of that sounded like.
Is it a video game in which you
Okay,
do all these
here's
things?
Well, I read your duties.
This is a video
Okay,
game.
provide amazing customer service, general upkeep of all machines, light janitorial duties, maintain bill breaker machine, bookkeeping / balance tills, wash and fold laundry, bartending, work within company programs, policies, and procedures, promote and support established programs, communicate and receive product from approved vendors, other duties as assigned. So bartending is the weird
Mike,
one. In
I told
that
you we're going to add a lot more poking to your duties. Like, what?
How are your fingers?
Well, under the key attributes, it does say multi-skilled.
Wow, that is that is something.
Well, it's funny because I believe this same place. Let me see if this is who this is for. See, this one is in. No, that's not. Okay, so that one's in Macomb. It doesn't even say what the business is. Probably for good reason. But this floral clerk job. Floral.
Okay.
In Monmouth. They have some of the similar duties that the last person did.
Oh, jeez.
Customer service, but I like the key attributes for them. Passion for the product. So you got to be passionate about your flowers.
Ooh.
Friendly, which rules out a lot of people. Communication skills, detail oriented, ability to work in a fast paced environment, problem solving skills, supervisory responsibilities. This position has no supervisory responsibilities, same as the other one. Education and experience, plant knowledge, Retail experience a plus.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Basic math concepts, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, fractions. So you can make change. Recommended equipment, slip-resistant shoes with closed toe and heel, safety cutter, designer knives, apron, gloves, scissors, uniform, per store policy. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Physical demands. Regularly, over 2/3 of the time, you got to do these things. Stand.
Okay.
Walk. Use hands to finger, handle, or feel. It's a different company. Reach with hands and arms.
I picture you getting your floral arrangement and just destroy it. What? I think my flowers were assaulted. What happened? Big holes in the middle. Petals are all strewn. The leaves are tore all out.
So we got reach with hands and arms. Smell.
Okay,
Well, it's a flower place. You gotta
does it smell good?
communicate with associates and customers.
Okay.
Lift and or move up to 10 pounds. Now, frequently
flowers.
between a third and
That's a
two-thirds,
big flower.
between a third and 2/3 of the time, overhead lifting, and lift or move up to 25 pounds. And occasionally, less than a third of the time, you have to sit. So you got to be able to sit. If you can't sit, you're done.
Only for a third of the time.
Climb, balance, stoop, kneel, crouch, crawl, lift and or move 50 pounds.
Crawl again.
And then we're back to the vision one again. Close. It doesn't even say it just says vision.
Close.
And then it's got dash close,
Oh.
dash distance, dash peripheral, dash depth perception, dash ability to adjust focus, and dash ability to distinguish colors. Yeah, with flowers, you want to definitely know what colors you're pushing
Yeah.
out.
That would be good.
Oh, my
Probably couldn't be
gosh.
colorblind and do that job very well.
So your work environment is occasionally fumes or airborne particles, COVID, things like that.
I'm a little colorblind, but I can finger and poke super good. You're hired.
And then outdoor weather conditions only if making deliveries. So both of those jobs require the fingering with your hand, feeling,
Is there like a job posting just template out there that some people are just
I don't know, because those are the only
copying
two.
from?
Those are the only two I saw like that.
I wouldn't even apply for a job if that was in the description. Like, nope, I'm out. I don't know what you're wanting, but I'm not the guy.
Yeah, and then just a couple real quickies here. This concrete company is looking to hire people, and they go through the usual job details, looking for experience, concrete laborers, finishers, blah, blah, blah. Pay is based on experience. But I like their last paragraph because you can tell they've had trouble filling the job. If you have problem getting up, getting to work, needing your mommy continually, putting your phone down, or your Aunt Karen dies and has a funeral once a month, do us a favor and don't apply.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They've had some issues.
And then there's the last one is just this guy, I think, is posting this. He just says, extra hand.
Well,
for fingering,
fingering,
feeling.
feeling, handling.
But it's for his house, I guess. But it just says extra hand. Just need.
See, I really don't even want to go to that one. Come on over. You're just going to be working at my home. And really, I just need you to bring your hand.
Hey, how's your hand? Yeah.
It says just need an extra hand working on my house. It does say that down lower. Light work, 3 to 4 hours a night, 3 to 4 nights a week, somewhere between 5 and 10 p.m.
Oh boy.
Maybe a Sunday here and there. Sunday shifts would be 6 to 8 hours during the day. Must be able to use a measuring tape and light power tools. Some things would be asked to do when I'm not there. Again, light work. An extra hand.
At least he didn't put fingering, feeling, poking.
Oh, my gosh. So there's the classifieds this week.
Oh,
Some doozies.
they never disappoint.
Yes.
Very intrusive this
Yes.
week.
Yeah, that whole
Yes.
fingering thing
Yeah.
is kind of...
That's a new one. I have never in my life heard of that, ever.
So those are always fun. And again, we're just, we're trying to help the HR people out,
Yeah. Or maybe a listener.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, I'm really good at fingering with my whole hand. I would like to know where those jobs are at.
And
DM us, we will tell you where those jobs are at.
And it'd be a real bonus if I could do laundry and bartend at the same time.
Or, when I'm in between fingering with my whole hand, or handling, or feeling.
And somebody could probably go work for both of those, the floral and the video laundry place.
I don't know. Maybe they want you to finger with your whole hand and bartend.
Maybe.
You got to multitask.
Oh, so anyways, that's all I got on those.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
I do like those.
All right. Well, I think we got some stupid criminals, so.
We do.
I think you've actually brought up all three of these, so.
Wow.
That's good.
All right. Well, the first one.
I think we're going across the pond.
Yes, across the pond. And so this first one, I found it on Fox News. This has been a couple weeks ago now, but it said, thief brings stolen $200,000 McLaren to get new locks. Gets caught instead.
Because maybe he busted the old ones.
Yeah, it's like...
Now that he's got it.
Yeah, it says, a car thief in Birmingham, UK, was caught on Sunday after bringing the $200,000 McLaren 570S he stole into a garage to get a new set of locks put on it. The car had been snatched from the apartment garage of a man who was out of the country. The building concierge, so if you got a building concierge, you're already, up here. It's not like here.
Well, and the fact that, he's got a McLaren in the first place.
Right. The building concierge noticed it had disappeared, which props to him that he noticed too. Yeah. That's good. That had disappeared in his absence and alerted the police. Investigators were able to find the car and track it back to the 31-year-old crook's address, where he was arrested and charged with fraud by false representation and theft of a motor vehicle. It says they had one in custody for theft of a motor vehicle. So, yeah, you would think, first off, how did he get in the McLaren? You would think those are fairly secure.
I would think so.
Maybe that's why he had to get the locks changed.
Give me the lock.
So, I don't know. That was the first thing. Because, I like the comments, because someone in the commenters said, well, it did need new locks. That much is obvious. Yes. Let's see here. Was there anything? Somebody said they're going to miss him at the next Mensa meeting.
Yeah.
So anyways, if you're going to steal a car.
The criminals never plan out. You got to plan out better. I mean.
But do you just run by and see a McLaren sitting there and think, I'm going to take that?
And if you do, don't you let the heat kind of die off? I mean, the McLaren is fairly rare anyway, I would think. Maybe over there's a lot of them.
Well, in the picture, it's bright orange.
So it's not conspicuous at all.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know. Just taking it right away, like, I need the locks changed on this if you can. Nothing wrong with them. Just tired of this key. Tired of this. Or I don't even know they have a key.
Well, that's the thing, too. Yeah, is it a fob?
It's a $200,000 car. I don't think it's like, my old Taurus or something where I've got the key for the car.
I would think you'd have to go through a series of things to get in one of those.
I would think so.
It's not like walk up.
Well, there are.
Maybe you cut the guy's finger off and used it.
I have heard stories where people, they do something with their phones and like a radio, and they can change
frequency, grab the frequency of your.
Yeah, so they can bust into it like if it's a fob, like that.
Wow.
So I don't know. Maybe it was something
I have
like
heard of that too with even garage door openers or something. They can go around and they can catch what frequency it is and then mimic that with the device. So maybe that's what he did. I have no idea.
Well, I don't know, but our second garage door out there is set to the frequency of thunder. Because whenever it thunders, our garage door opens. It's like, one of those sharp cracks of lightning and then thunder.
Yep.
It'll do that, and it'll be 3 a.m. and there goes our garage door, which is right under our bedroom. So we have that happen. You could do that with just the crack of thunder sound.
You need to keep a garage door upstairs. You can just
just click it. That's a good idea. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll move on to the next one. The next one is, this story was out a few weeks ago too, and it was fairly big in the headlines. There was an IT guy.
I read it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's Well, what's hilarious? There's not that much to it that's hilarious, but it was more of, we're talking about stupid criminals. So I got to think this wife falls into that category, and maybe
I
the
will
other
agree
person.
with you.
Because an IT guy like a head IT guy at American Airlines got shot while he and his wife were out walking. They're, walking along, and the wife said, came up behind them and attacked them, and he was masked and shot her husband. And they raised $60,000 in a GoFundMe for her and all this stuff. Well, it turns out she had been having an emotional affair with this other guy. And
see that right there, an emotional affair.
Yeah.
What does that exactly mean?
I'm not sure.
Like she calls up and is all moody and mad with him, or is happy with the emotions? I don't know what that is. What is the emotional affair? So I'm guessing it not physical.
At that point, at least.
So this guy decides, you know what? I will kill your husband for you. You've not been physical. You've not done anything other than this woman's called up and just complained or said how happy she is or whatever. Told you her emotions.
So what
all
guy?
right, I'm all in. I'm pushing my chips into the table.
So
I will kill your husband.
So what guy on earth is saying, I want your emotions?
Yeah. Comes over to negligee. Oh no, I'm not interested in the sexual part. I just want an emotional relationship. I'll kill your husband for you for it. I mean, I get all the sex I can handle at night from my wife. I don't need this. And there's no emotion whatsoever.
They said a full-blown emotional affair. So they really, they ramped it up, man.
Full-blown motion.
But it says, so the guy that
nothing worse than a half-blown emotion. I'll tell you that right now.
So the guy that they say ended up doing it, which was her boyfriend or whatever, her emotional boyfriend, discussed how so his name was Lopez, was his last name, allegedly discussed how they could be together in 5 years in their 14,000 texts in the month that included the murder, but suddenly stopped texting on the day of the shooting and resumed a day later.
Nothing suspicious about that at all.
So,
no, nothing there. No.
Yeah, the cops don't look at that sort of thing. They don't look at text, history and things like that.
You know what's
14,000 texts in a month?
Yes.
You know what's insane? So I did the math real quick. In the 31-day month, if you divide that up, it's 450 texts a day.
That's a lot of texting.
I had done it as well. I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, you got to leave out the day they didn't text.
Well, that's true.
So that's going to ramp it up another, little bit.
So that would be 467 texts a day. If you exclude the one day they killed the husband.
And did she say, "Hey, don't text me today. I'm going to be taking George out for I don't know what his name was. I'm going to be going out for a walk with him."
She didn't have to say it. They're so emotionally connected. He just knew.
That's true.
Yeah.
They were in tune.
Yes.
14,000 texts.
I would break up with my wife if she sent me 14,000 texts in a month. I'm just kidding, honey. Don't have me whacked.
So when she gets found guilty,
or felt.
Okay, on that fun. I'd rather get whacked. Sorry. Go ahead. We got off on a tangent there.
No, I was just gonna say if you get found guilty of this, like the wife did, does she get to keep the $60,000 from the GoFundMe?
I would say no.
Yeah. What happens with that?
There are so many GoFundMes for all the wrong reasons.
Yes,
anyway,
there are.
Sorry, that's a different thing. For another,
we should look at
episode.
We should look at those sometime.
We really should. Yeah.
When this guy goes to prison, he goes, "Yeah, I'm in here for killing a guy." "Oh yeah, what had you?" "I was having an affair with his wife." "Oh yeah, was it really hot?" "Oh, we were so emotionally in tune." But the physical part. "Oh, no physical stuff. We would just talk for hours. She'd send me hundreds of texts a day." Yeah, you're bringing some real street cred into the prison with that.
Well, before she got found out, she was soon after her husband's killing. It says Jennifer was devastated by the murder of her husband.
Oh, yes.
She has cooperated with the police the past 3 months. So this went on for 3 months. And did it take the cops 3 months to notice that texting trend and wonder why did they stop the day of?
Well, usually, I mean, they're letting her put out enough rope to hang herself.
Yeah,
What
dig a hole.
do.
Yeah, that's true.
Just go along with her and like, oh yeah, that's
She said
terrible.
soon after her husband's killing, she told Fox 4 it was hard not knowing why he was killed. She pleaded for her husband's killer to turn himself in. It's been horrible, devastating. I teeter between being heartbroken and completely devastated. I need someone to share my emotions with. No, it didn't say that.
Oh, my
No, it didn't say that.
I wish it would
I made
have.
that up.
You know, she was
Oh,
probably
my
calling him
gosh.
like, I can't believe my husband's dead. Oh, it's so terrible. You had me shoot him. You did it. I'm so distraught. So can we be physical now? I'm too emotional to be physical now.
It just repeats with the next guy.
Yeah, somebody in the comments, they were talking about the number of texts, and one of them said, well, they did stop for 24 hours. She needed time to grieve.
Guy's phone probably just melted. Can you? I don't even know. How do you even? I don't even know how you send that many texts in a day.
I don't either. I don't know how you could.
Your
US
daily
Hi,
amount.
this is
I don't
US
think I send that many texts in a year. 450 some texts.
Yeah.
That's 2 texts a day.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
It's
a
crazy.
day. No, not 2.
Well,
That's 1 and
if you
2 or something. But
if you take 450 texts divided by 24 hours, you're averaging about 19 texts an hour.
slow down now, because I'm not an extrusional
Oh, sorry.
expert.
Sorry.
I wasn't educated at the school for that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Did her husband not notice this? I don't know. I mean,
Maybe he was just happy she quit talking to him. He's like, I'm not going to ask.
hey, she's found somewhere else to use her emotions.
He just turned his phone
He's
off
the
at
happiest
work.
one in this whole relationship.
And he's dead.
That's sad. That's a sad joke. Somebody died in that. That was bad.
All right. Well, we'll move on. The last one. And this was, I think, from last week. A stolen playground slide found mounted to child's bedroom, it says. There's a bad headline. It wasn't mounted to the bedroom. It was mounted to a bed. So, okay, Fox writers, come on. It says, during the final months of 2020, a slide from a public playground in Washington State mysteriously vanished. Local police finally located it in a place that was both shocking and also not that surprising.
Can it be? Wait a minute. Wait, stop right there. It's both shocking and not very pedestrian. Like, what? Wait.
Oh, I love the guy's picture of the guy that took it. I don't know if
Well, he looks like he would have stole a 400-pound slide.
Oh my gosh. So, it says the Pasco Police Department posted about the incident on Facebook. Apparently a detective was searching the property. Sorry. See, I can't read now. Was searching the property for missing car parts when they made the discovery. According to the post, Detective Julie Lee was executing a search warrant at a mobile home looking for stolen catalytic converters. According to the police, Detective Lee walked into a bedroom and saw the slide mounted to a child's bed. She apparently remembered the missing playground slide and contacted the Pasco Parks and Rec to retrieve
Well,
it.
would you have to remember? I mean, if you see that, you'd be like, I better check this out because
That slide does not look right.
That is not normal. That's not like they sell slides for bunk beds, but this is like a massive plastic slide, and it weighed 400 pounds. How did he steal it, get it to the apartment? And is this on the ground floor, or are we talking like the third?
Was that a mobile home?
Oh, was it a mobile home?
Yeah. So maybe he took it up to the floor.
But still, yeah. I was like, how would you get it in there?
Well, her reaction was probably shocking, but also not that surprising.
That's why Fox wrote it that way.
I mean, we've all moved a sofa into a house. That's hard enough. I can't imagine a 400-pound slide.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
down a hallway.
his catalytic converter stealing buddies probably helped him. I like the police departments when they try to be jokey. It says on Facebook, the police department wrote, to make a long story as short as a cut-off exhaust pipe, our crime prevention guy put out some good info on some suspects in the thefts. Sharp-eyed patrol officers found a matching truck with suspects. Detective Lee came over to help, and about 5 search warrants later, Detective Lee found herself inside the suspect's home in Burbank, looking for catalytic converters and finding a gigantic slide. Oh, yes, she also found catalytic converters, and other detectives helped. Great writing there. Other detectives helped. Well, it's good they helped out.
This guy found that stealing a slide is a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Ta-da! See?
Ba-doom.
There you go.
And some of these phrases, the post continues, turns out most of the original playground set got left behind back in December, but the slide was taken. The top sawed off, it was repainted, and it was mounted on a bunk bed.
Yeah, so the guy only stole the slide is basically what they're saying.
Yeah. I mean, why do they need to say the rest of the playground was left behind? I mean, the guy
didn't take the teeter-totter or the swing set.
And it says the Pasco Parks and Rec arrived and recovered the slide. The suspect was taken into custody for possession of the stolen slide. No charges were immediately filed for the stolen car parts. You can have all those catalytic converters. Oh my gosh. So yeah, dude's got him a slide. Comments again. Very resourceful man. See, Your Honor, the COVID helped me and my children enjoy something that was not being utilized. I kept driving by the park and noticing that nobody ever using that old thing. I simply repurposed the aging slide.
And I want to know how far away he was from the park that no one saw a guy dragging a 400-pound slide down the street to wherever. I mean, it's not like you can stick it in your pants or in your coat. I mean, probably on top of his car, and he's got one hand out on top, holding it onto the roof, Well,
he probably worked for one of those companies we talked about, where you occasionally lift more than 100 pounds.
That would be
not regularly, but occasionally. And one of the comments was like your other joke. They said, same thing happened here in Florida, but it was a different piece of equipment. We're in a swing state.
I think mine was better.
We did have a story one time. Didn't a guy on the side of the road pick up like a fully downed...
Yeah. A metal lamp pole.
Yes.
Utility pole.
That was in Florida.
On the top of his 95 Toyota Camry?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's possible. Possible.
Yes, very possible. So that's our stupid crime segment.
All right. Well, we're going to switch from there just to stupid people segment. Got a couple things. I saw where Southern California, they're starting to open up finally. California's getting like the rest of the states finally. And they're going to open up their amusement parks. So like Disney and Six Flags and Knott's Berry Farm, they're going to open those up. But the California Attractions and Park Association, who sounds like a super fun group, they're coming up with their rules of what it's going to take to get these parks opened up. They're hopefully going to open them up. It says as early as next, so hopefully the beginning of April. Somewhere in that time frame, they'd like to start opening them at a much reduced. I think it's like 25%, which for me that sounds like the perfect time to, if you can go, man, 25% capacity. It's way better. I hate huge crowds anyway. But one of their proposed guidelines, though, it says that they are going to still require that face coverings, of course, are going to be used. And that they're limiting roller coaster and ride capacity to 10 people, staggered. And those 10 people cannot be from any more than 3 different households. So I thought, good luck. Yeah, so that was the face I made. I'm like, what? Good luck with the 18-year-old that's punching the button to shoot the roller coaster out of the shed there, where he's got to try to figure out, okay, I got 10 people. How many households are we from? And how many... He's just going to hit the button. The other thing that they said that they're going to do is they're urging, at this point, it's not a law, but they're urging their patrons to not scream or sing. Not scream on a roller coaster. A lot of times that's just involuntary. When it shoots you out of there at 100 miles an hour, you're like, ah! That's it. You're just screaming. I don't know how they're going to stop that from happening.
I don't know.
They're going to gag you.
Yeah.
You can go to the amusement park, but I don't want any screaming, singing, or laughing. No fun had at all. If there's fun had, out you go. And no more than from 3 different households. So anyway, there you go. I just thought that. That one actually segues into what my next story is, and I saw that story when I was looking up some things here about this one.
Well, on this one, real quick,
Go right ahead.
It also says, additionally, on rides, guests generally are going to face one direction. What do you do like on a scrambler? How you? Oh, turn! Turn!
Maybe they put a fish tank on your head.
All right, go ahead with your next.
Well, this other one here I heard, so I looked up the story. A woman has found true love, finally.
Now, what would that have to do with the theme park?
Well, we're going to have to find out. She has found true love. And the headline here, I'm going to read the whole headline the way it is, and then we'll get into the story. It says, woman says she found true love, had children with roller coaster. My first thing is, I read the whole article. Nowhere does it say anything about children. I'm like, she had children with roller coaster?
I must have wrote on one of her kids with my grandson here at the Pumpkin Festival.
It doesn't even say anything about children. So I don't know why they threw that into the headline. It did make me read it because I'm like, what? How is this possible? So anyway, you know, she's had relationships before with she said she had 3 serious relationships with 3 different guys. Just, it was abusive. She was, you know, never happy. It was
not
a miserable
emotional
experience. Not emotional.
No connection.
So and she's always felt, says she's always been sexually drawn to roller coasters since she was like 12 years old. So I don't know how that happens. I don't know when it starts.
Watch TLC for a while.
Yeah. But can you imagine being one of her 3 exes?
No, I can't.
What happened to, I cannot pronounce her name. She's French, so Gael?
Gael?
Yeah. She's I don't know if she's seeing anybody right now. But she's in love with the Skyscream. But yeah, the other guys, you would start seeing there's a problem, you know. You come home and there's a ticket booth at the bedroom door. Like, what? A queue line gets you to the mattress.
This tall to
You get in. She says, raise your arms. And then she pushes a bar down into your crotch. Like, what are you doing?
No screaming.
Yes, no, don't scream.
No. Keep arms and legs inside the mattress at all times. What? But yeah, so she is sexually attracted to a roller coaster and says they're happy. They're very happy together.
Well, it says she didn't know the true passion until she fell for a German roller coaster.
Well, German roller coasters.
Well, you know.
They're freaky.
Yeah,
This isn't your standard run-of-the-mill roller coaster. They did say that she did say that it's not a sexual relationship, and she now understands that sex doesn't mean that much to her as far as a relationship.
Well, I don't get it though, but they got a quote from her that says, "You could say that I'm sexually drawn to roller coasters."
Yeah, but then she says she doesn't have sex with the roller coaster, so
she's just drawn to them that way.
I think so.
So does she like look at roller coaster magazines or something and just? I only read the articles.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Roller Coaster Monthly.
Yes, the swimsuit edition. Ooh. Oh, so they did say in here that they said that, you know, meeting up, it can be a problem. I'm like, how is that a problem? The roller coaster's in the same spot all the time. You know where the roller coaster is always.
Well, maybe with COVID, you can't get in.
The limited capacity.
That's going to make her jealous, doesn't it?
I think so. The other people use it.
I saw the way you doing those corkscrews and twists and turns with that other woman. So, yeah, I don't know what is wrong with people or what is going on, but yeah.
I wonder what would happen if she sees another roller coaster she likes. Is there a roller coaster thruple? 'Cause we have had thruples here that we've talked about.
Well, I don't know. Or maybe the other one might get jealous.
Well, what if she goes to
flinging
a different
people off
theme
of it?
park and she sees a different roller coaster? Does she have to go back and end things with the other roller coaster?
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
I don't know. But she, yeah, so it sounds like you're right. She's not, you know, she says she's not sexually active with a roller coaster. But she said, another quote, "I spend every moment dreaming of a carnal and fusional relationship with it."
Okay, I finally found it here. She makes models of the roller coaster, and she says there are even some models that I made that are totally new inventions. So you can say that I have Skyscream kids. she needs some professional help. I think she needs to talk to somebody. And I don't want to make light of her previous relationships, if they were abusive or whatever, that's bad. But at some point, don't you have to start looking at what's the common thread between all of this? I think the fact that you're sexually attracted to a roller coaster could, not the entire problem, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Where are we going on our date again? Or where are we going on our date? Oh, the carnival again. Like, what? Just keep staying on the sky screen. Look, I mean, I like roller coasters as much as the next guy, but can we do something else? No!
I have a feeling when she was 12, for Christmas, her parents got one of those Connects roller coasters. And that started the whole downfall.
That very well could be. So anyway, yeah, so there you go. She's in love with a roller coaster.
Hey, Sky Scream, I brought you some oil.
Yeah. The last thing I have, and this will wrap us up here, is my wife found this product. It popped up in a bunch of ads, like, Amazon ads, and they'll have like several things that you can kind of scroll through and see what they are. One of them was a pillow for ladies or men, I guess. Any person. If you don't have somebody, like I said, if you're single or divorced.
My pillow identifies as a man.
Or, yeah, I mean, who knows? I'm going to get to that in just a second. I'm glad you brought that up. It says here on the Amazon, it says, boyfriend pillow. I like this. Intimate romantic bedroom companion. Intimate romantic? Now,
it's better than a roller coaster.
Well, what this is, maybe, I don't know. What this is it's like a quarter of a body. It's like if you split a person, lop their head off, and then cut the torso in half. So it's got one arm and the torso.
And it's cut at the waist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got an arm and hand. And he could go work at one of these jobs. Finger it and hold it, feel it.
I've got some job.
Although the stooping and squatting and stuff might be tough for him.
Squatting will be okay. I think reaching tall things, the ladder, not going to be a good thing for him.
Yeah, that won't be easy.
Work. But so the intimate romantic bedroom, maybe he's fingering and whatever's going on.
He's a pro at that.
He is. But it says here that the pillow is healthy because hugs are healthy, and this pillow can give you a hug. I'm going to tell you right now, if I woke up with this in bed with me, I would freak out. Roll over and there's a human arm and hand in the bed. I'd be like, what? I grab it by this, start slinging it around. So I got a couple of people submitted some questions here that I want to get to. It says boyfriend pillow. Is this pillow straight or gay? I don't know if I should order it or not. It says, can you hold its hand? It says, yes, you can. I like this one. Are the 12 cats sold separately?
It's only a matter of time before somebody takes this with the hand, takes off the hand and replaces it with that Japanese robotic
I'm glad
hand.
you brought that up. Because I was going to say, we're making fun of
time.
this. And they're marketing it it's for anybody, but primarily kind of marketed towards women.
Yeah.
But at least with the woman, they got for the men, the Japanese it's just the hand. We don't need the whole pillow or an arm. It's at least the women's we want to cuddle. No. The Japanese guy's no, it's just a hand. And we like it to be warm and sweaty.
Wouldn't you freak out if you're laying in bed and all of a sudden that arm flopped over you?
Well, you know what? There are different ones too. Cause there's this one and it's kind of just like a normal looking guy. But then they have a muscle man version of this. And it's all buff.
The Rock.
And there's no shirt. It's just 6-pack ab or 3-pack, I guess, because half of it's gone. So, and it's the chest and the shoulder and the big arm is there. So, if you want a big buff, strong guy, you can get that one. Or if you want the fluffy dad bod pillow, then you can go with the dad bod pillow.
Yes. Doug will post this picture of this on Facebook.
I will.
But yeah, we need to put links too so people can see where.
When I first brought this up in our pre-podcast meeting, we found some disturbing information, though, that Mike's wife actually has this pillow.
Had. add this.
It's here.
It's
we might even
here.
get a
It's
picture
at
of Mike
our
with the
house.
pillow.
As
The
we
item
speak.
still exists. However, it is no longer in the possession of my wife.
No, it's
Mike
sitting
will not-
behind Doug right now.
Yes, it's kind of freaking me out, to be honest with you. I'm not real thrilled.
It's
I'll
moved
try to
a
get
little bit
picture.
closer to Doug.
Yes, it has.
Mysteriously over the course of the podcast.
I've seen the arm move a
The
couple
arm
times.
comes up over my hand. Woo! But yeah, so Mike does not allow it into the house, I guess. Because
Oh, but it may
just-
be leaving with him tonight.
Maybe we need a reminder.
It won't make its way back to the house.
It just continually keeps showing up at your house. Ding dong. So we'll try to get a picture of Mike with his wife's boyfriend pillow. And did it have a name?
It did. It did have a
Okay.
name, but I cannot. Courtney's gonna be mad at me that I can't remember it. No, you know what? Asher. Yes, its name was Asher.
Asher.
Asher, and her friend made it for her, like before we started dating. So this was years ago, but its name, yes, I think its name was Asher.
Yeah, I think
Well,
this
I'm
one
just
is.
glad you beat out the competition. To be honest with you.
I think it was pretty close, but I think I managed. See, I have 2 arms, so
That was the clincher.
I'm a little bit more versatile.
You're a little taller, and
Yeah.
you can reach things.
Yeah.
You can crawl. You can stoop.
I can squat,
Yeah.
You can squat.
crawl.
So
I kind of feel like that's a yuppie one. It's got the flannel shirt on.
Well, he was saying grunge.
Grunge?
yeah.
I can see grunge.
Kind of grunge. So we'll try to get a picture of that and put it out there too. So anybody out there, if you're lonely, or your husband and wife they don't cuddle with you, you can get the boyfriend pillow. They don't have a female one, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's just
We'll go to Mike's house in a few weeks, and that one will be sitting on the couch with a wife beater on.
big paunchy gut. It's the married pillow. They have the husband pillow. It's got the beer gut. Let itself go.
You used to be so trim.
Now you used to be a lot of things. We all changed. All disgruntled, mad, working in a dead end job. I'm never gonna get retire. Oh my gosh! All right, well, I think that's all I got. Unless you guys
nope, we're
got
good.
anything else.
I'm done.
All right. Well, fantastic. We hope everybody had a great week. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Check us out on social media. And hope you're listening in 1 week. See ya.
Later.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.